How are you? How are you, dear friends? What are your plans for the weekend? The weekend is here. What you gonna do? Are you gonna visit a city, go to the beach, stay at home? Anyway, regardless what your plans are, I am here to advise you a book if you have time to read, and especially if you want more personal development or you think about creating your company but don't find ideas and don't know how to start. I would like to talk to you today about this book, The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau. This book is promise us to reinvent the way you make a living, do what you love, and create your future. And I'm going to tell you more about myself a little bit. For people who knew me like 2, 3 years ago, I had a lot of business idea. I was changing almost every day, almost every week, and my head was full. I was thinking about doing something innovative, doing something that is going to change the world, create an app or something. But then I said, okay, what are my skills? Am I skilled to do this? I don't know how to make an app. I don't know how to make a logo. I don't know how to promote myself. I don't know how to make a website. And I know no one to help me with this. I was limited. And for people who knows me, for my friends and people, my families, they know that I am that type of passionate person. I need to act. I need to have the impression that I'm progressing every day. I move forward. So being blocked, for me, it was a source of frustration. And at that time, I came across this book, The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau. And it started to change the way I saw things. And I read this book. I really loved it because it's full of amazing case studies and sometimes funny, sometimes unbelievable. And I say, who is this guy, Chris Guillebeau? He is an entrepreneur and a world traveler. He traveled in 193 countries and he met plenty of entrepreneurs. He had the chance to study the mind of entrepreneurs from all parts of the world. Especially, he focused on micro businesses. A micro business, when you think about a micro business, you think about one or two persons working together and basically doing what they love for a living than thinking about an exit strategy like Silicon Valley or investing in a company and making a lot of money after selling it in 5 years. He is the traveler, the expert guy. So my first takeaway from this book was that focus more on the usefulness than on innovation. Usefulness meaning simply bringing value for someone, helping someone solving a problem. Even if that does not mean being innovative, creating an app or thinking all the time about new things and out of the box. But if you bring value to someone, if you solve a problem, you're going to get paid for this. Someone is willing to do it. And this leads you to the financial and even geographical freedom that you aim for because you bring value. And then I started to think like this, okay, how can I bring value actually to people? How can I see really what people need, what problems they have? And one day, not very far away, I came across Forever. And I cannot describe the feeling of accomplishment and the feeling that I add value when I receive positive feedback from people trying Forever products. when I hear that, oh, I'm so happy, I feel better, I waste some kilos, I lost some kilos, I look better, I feel better. That means I bring value, and I'm happy that I did it. And also, what forever and generally network marketing taught me is to start. Because when you get there, you get the community, the team, that they're going to help you how to start. By nature, I'm that kind of person who thinks, sets plenty of limits. I don't know how to sell. I don't have time. I don't have the right mindset. I don't have the community. I don't have a website. I don't have a logo, etc. In network marketing, I start from one day to another. Okay, what to start? That's the step. That's the first step. Do it. Start with what you love. Start part time, but be willing to keep your eyes open and to learn. The second key takeaway I had from this book is about the rise of location independent entrepreneurs. That means people that can carry their business with them from all over the place. And when I say location independent, I'm not talking only about the physical location. Because you can choose a physical location if you want to, but you don't have to. You can stay with your family in your hometown. That's your choice. But what is important to know is that location independent entrepreneur, it's a business mindset. It's a new business mindset. What does it mean? When you are in a physical location, you tend to think of what is adapted to that particular location. For example, if you are in Luxembourg, you say, okay, finance is what works here. So I'm going to do finance. But if you develop this open mindedness and this location independent entrepreneur mentality, you can find plenty of other business ideas. You can stir your imagination. And those ideas may not be popular or applicable in your area. But with this new approach, location independent business mindset, with this new approach, you will see your target customers different. You don't split your target customers anymore by sex, age, gender, location. You split your target customers by center of interest because you can scale your business. You can gather your customers from all over the world. That is the location independent business mindset. Work, see people all over the world. Don't be stuck to one location. And another key takeaway that I took from this book is that nothing can replace the face to face contact. Nothing can replace the offline, and nothing can replace the self promotion. This face to face contact can be sometimes that many small entrepreneurs neglect. And why? Remember that last week we talked about the three business personalities. Three business personalities that each small business should have to grow to the maturity. Meaning the entrepreneur, the manager, and the technical guy. Lots of small businesses, when they start with the technical aspect. Because I'm good in my field, I'm going to do the same thing as a business. And when you start like this, you are too stuck in this technical workload every day, and you don't have time for face-to-face contact. You don't have time to to network, to build relations, and especially this can happen to people like app developers that may work in isolation and don't really ask their spend their time with the customers to understand their need. And after they build the first prototype or even the product, they realize that, oh, actually this product does not really match the needs that the hypothetical target customer have. So what I learned from this book is actually a manual how to build the business, but not any type of business, but a business which is location independent and it's focused on usefulness rather than on innovation. That's very important. And as I said at the beginning, the book is full of case studies, full of amazing case studies. And you can see business idea put in place by people like you and me. And when you read about them, you say, oh, that I thought that that would never work. And someone is living out of it. That's the amazing part. And it's very, very inspiring. So I suggest if you think about creating a business, and you are ready to think about think outside the traditional way of doing it or outside of the geographical limits of the place where you live, you have to read this book, The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau. Reinvent the way you make a living, do what you love, and create a new future for yourself and for your dear ones. Dear friends, I would like to wish you a wonderful weekend, regardless where you go. If you go on the beach, if you go to visit a city, or you stay home. But please take some time to invest in yourself and in your education. This is the way to move forward. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.